dynamically complex.
What are people getting wrong about pain today?
I'm not sure if they're getting it wrong. I just think they may, from a nourishment standpoint, they may not be allowing themselves permission to accept the help or the resource or the tool to move past that stuck point of pain.
You're here at a conference. It's expensive. You didn't need to come. You don't need the CEUs.
I do. I always need CEUs.
Yeah.
I like to have my CEUs in the 3 digits. Well, because I'm able to gift the people I come in contact with.
You learn some tricks here. You learn a new perspective. You learn a new paradigm here. Why are you here? Is there a person in mind when you think about going to this workshops?
Actually, there are persons. There are persons in mind, because there is a mind-body connection. And in my business as a women's health and nutrition coach and a pelvic health specialist, there's a direct connection between the mind, the nervous system, the emotions, and how the body reflects its balances and imbalances. So if there is an imbalance in the function of the muscles, let's see what the root cause is. And so I guess in my business, I like to help work with the individual to find out what the root cause is, so that we can either provide appropriate nourishment or remove malnourishment from it to optimize system health.
See, what I was thinking about is a specific individual. In my mind, when I go to these conferences, I think about a mother of 3. Her husband goes out, her children go out for school. She turns off the lights. She can't go outside because the light stimulus is too much for her. And she takes pills, and she's going to continue to take pills in greater and greater doses. She's out in the suburbs, and she was never part of the cool crowd, and now she's an addict. And when I go to these conferences, I think about her. What if I could take her off the pills, off the opioid? What if I could when she sees her children and her husband, be happy to see them, and putting on a mask, faking it till you're making it. Do you have that person in mind?
I have several persons in mind. They're on my. I have them scheduled to be seen Tuesday, one Wednesday, a couple Thursday and Friday. Actually, we as human beings in this day and society, we are a lot more complex than we want to recognize. So we're seeing that. I see that mother that is layered with a lot of responsibilities, taking it on her own and self-medicating or self-dieting, trying to make it to the next day, not recognizing what is happening to her health holistically and why her system, her musculoskeletal system is just not functioning the way it could be and the way it's designed to. So yes, I've got somebody 8 o'clock Tuesday morning. And actually this particular lady is very young, she was suffering from tremendous pelvic pain and headaches.
Yeah, hand in hand.
Yes, very much so. But in working with her diet, she's on a pelvic pain nourishment program. Mm-hmm. She's on a mindful-based stress reduction program. We're eliminating artificial light in her environment so that she is able to function when she goes to work. She hadn't been to work in weeks. She came in at her last session and say that she was able to tolerate work for 6 hours. So she's feeling better. However, she still has the headaches. They're not as severe. So now that we've looked at other external oppressors, now we can delve into the internal. Because I like to eliminate the external ones first before I get into the internal, because we may just end up with that loop of every 3 to 5 days, every 3 to 5 days, every 3 to 5 days. So,
which is great for the billful, but horrible for the ego. As therapists, we're not supposed to be the Superman of the affair, but we love to work on our clients and never see them again, or perhaps have them write a nice review. Outside of that, it's great to never see our clients again.
Yes, but in this day and age, at this moment, there's a lot of imposter syndrome. Meaning, are you familiar with what imposter syndrome is?
I am, but what if my audience isn't?
Okay.
I'm not, secretly not.
So there's a lot of, I can do this by myself. I'm a perfectionist. I don't need anyone's help. I can create on my own. I am very hard on myself. And that...
Sounds like Batman. People think they're Batman.
Yes, but we're not. We were never put on this earth to walk this journey on our own. We benefit better when we are in tribes. So I bring that up to say that with that we are very complex system-wise, which in turn our body reflects via our skin or our musculoskeletal system.
I love the idea of tribes, their positive value, but I'm also like, yeah, they also have a lot of negative values too. Like, that person doesn't look like part of my tribe, I'm gonna go beat them up.
In a tribe, you should feel love without conditions. It should be a judgment-free space. If you're not in that sort of tribe, then that's not the tribe you need to be in. And it is okay to walk away. It is, in fact, the most powerful thing that we can ever learn to say is no. Is no.
So how do people find you? Because the first person that found me was when they were like on a form. And then another person, second client after that, found me off a directory. Someone got tricked into doing some visceral work on them in Italy, and they loved it. A lot of trickery out there with my therapist. I love it. So how do people discover you and discover what we do? Because we all have like different strengths. Like, I don't do nutrition because there's so many good nutritionalists out there. Like, I don't want to stink it up.
I understand that. I expanded my expertise into nutrition because the musculoskeletal system cannot function without it. You become weak 48 hours after laying in the bed.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and that's with no nourishment, and that's with no motion. We need motion, we need nourishment, and we also need to rest our bodies. That's one thing we have a hard time doing. And once we're able to master those, or not even master, because it's a skill, it's a practice. Once we're able to put that into a continuing practice in a positive direction, then we're walking towards a healthier life journey. So I use that philosophy, those principles, when I am working with pelvic health clients, pelvic health treatment patients in the clinic. But for the clients who just are not, or looking to get off of the pain medicines, or looking to stop taking sleep medicine, or suffering or struggling with overwhelm or pelvic pain or gut disorders, I have a virtual practice. I can be reached at youngwomenhealthyliving.com. I offer a free 20-minute consultation. I have individualized health and wellness program packages to help one shift into a healthier life journey, so that they have the tools, the resources, and the empowerment to know that as they take control of their health, they can live their best life. They can live a more healthier journey through holistic lifestyle medicine.
Is there any trends right now that have recently popped up that seem to be not as healthy, or it seems to, like, what are we getting wrong out there in terms of all this stuff?
Well, I think what we're